Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Pineapple lovers, it's pineapple season again. Tomorrow morning, Monday, June 3, bright and early. Dayna, the pineapple lady, she will be at the Dunbar's Mall in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland with her bus full up a pineapple. If like me, you don't like to peel pineapple, Dayna will peel it for you. Ensure that you go out bright and early to get your pineapple. And remember me tell you, these are some of the sweetest pineapples you will ever find, and the prices are reasonable. Dayna, big up yourself. Next up, this Friday, June 7, Little London comes alive. Look and listen.
Councillor Ian Miles, in association with the Little London Planning Committee, present London Day, Little London Square, Westmoreland, on Friday, June 7. Join us for a day filled with delicious food, incredible offerings, and an unforgettable entertainment for all ages. The action kicks off at 10 a.m. with various agencies providing services on site, including PICA, RGD, Heart and MvRda, the Ministry of National Security, among others. We'll also be hosting an award show to honor the most outstanding citizens in various categories, followed by a star-studded lineup of artists, including Nighttime, Tappa Lee, Peter Metro, Admiral Bailey, Little Chris, Little John, O'Neill Famous, and Tiffany. London Day is proudly sponsored by Sheldon and Sons, Jam West Adventure Tours, S&H Chemicals, Samuel's Hardware, Kennedy Mini Mart, Gas Financing, MJ Shopping Center, SDC, and the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport. Don't miss out on this incredible event. Join us at Little London Square for London Day, where the fun never stops. See you there.
Now, all vendors that will be participating in the Little London Day event on Friday, you are invited to a meeting tomorrow afternoon at the new plaza at the Little London Square, starting at 5:30. That's all vendors who will be participating in the London Day event. There will be an important meeting at the new plaza at Little London at 5:30 tomorrow afternoon, Monday, June 3. Don't miss it. In the news today, this one took place on Friday afternoon, May 31, about 12:30. It took place at the Blue Ribbon Bar at Tap Road in the Brownstown area of St. Ann. We are learning that the bartender, she's in her early 30s, and she was in the bar when she stepped outside to do something. When she returned inside the bar, 3 hoodlums were inside, posing as customers. The hoodlums, they ordered drinks and they were served. One of the hoodlums, he pulled a gun and told the bartender that, "Are you me come for?" We are told that the hoodlums, they then rained some serious blows on the female, causing some serious wounds to her. The hoodlums, they then proceeded to rob her of almost 600,000 Jamaican dollars that was taken from the gaming boxes and was supposed to be paid over to the owner for the gaming boxes. They also robbed her of cash from the bar amounting to over 120,000 Jamaican dollars. They also robbed cell phones, liquors, and other items. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on foot in the area. We are told that the female bartender, who was severely beaten by the hoodlums, she had to seek medical attention. Boy, may I tell you. Now, this next incident, it took place yesterday morning, Saturday, June 1, about 11 o'clock. It took place at a bus stop in the vicinity of the health center along Passageford Drive at Waterford in Portmore. We are learning that a 17-year-old female, she's a student at the Waterford High School. Yesterday morning, she was on her way to the school. She came off a taxi at the bus stop. She was walking towards the school when a white Toyota Axio motor car drove up and stopped beside her. A hoodlum came out of the car with a gun in his hand. He pointed the gun at the female and demanded her bag and her cell phone. The female refused and a tussle ensued between she and the hoodlum. The female, she managed to free herself from him and ran off. While she was running away, the hoodlum, he opened gunfire at her, hitting her to her left thigh. The hoodlum, he then jumped back into the Axio and made good his escape. The 17-year-old female, she was assisted to hospital where she was treated and admitted. Boy, may I tell you. Now, this next incident, it took place yesterday morning. Saturday, June 1, about 10:30. It took place along the Orange Bay Main Road in the parish of Hanover. That man on your screen, his name is Mr. Byron Levy. On Wednesday, June 5, coming up, Byron, he would be celebrating his 57th birthday. Byron, he's originally from the parish of Clarendon and he's a past student of the Edwin Allen High School, but for many years, he has been living and working in Western Jamaica. He worked mainly in Negril. Byron, he started out as a security officer and he went through the ranks. He was once a security manager at Guardsman Limited. We are told that Byron, he was the security manager at Couples and Swept Away Hotels in Negril. Byron's wife, Venice Brown Levy, she is now a patient in hospital. On Friday afternoon, May 3, Venice, she was struck down by a white Toyota motor car while she was walking along the Orange Bay Main Road. Her two legs were broken in that accident. Now, Byron is someone I knew personally, and anyone who knew Byron, they would tell you that he was a very hardworking and humble individual. Yesterday morning, Byron, he was driving his grey 2004 Toyota Wish motor car. He was traveling from Green Island towards Orange Bay direction. We are told that on reaching a section of the road, Byron, he swerved to the right of the road to avoid a pothole. As a result, the car that Byron was driving, it collided into the right front section of a grey 2017 Ford Ranger D-Max pickup that was coming in the opposite direction. The collision sent the car that Byron was driving over on the banking. Byron, he received injuries to his head and his feet. The driver for the pickup, he received injuries to his head, his feet and his left hand. Both Byron and the other driver, they were rushed to the Hoodlums Hospital in Lucy, but Byron, he was later transferred to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he died whilst he was being treated. Let's hope that the driver for the other vehicle pulls through, and let's hope that he'll not be having any long-lasting injuries. We are told that both vehicles were extensively damaged. Sad indeed. In this next report, on Sunday, October 8th last year, I carried a story. It was about an incident that took place the previous night. Saturday, October 7, about 8:30. It took place at Terminal Road in the Old Harbour Bay area of St. Catherine. A man. His name is Lance Hutchinson, but he was popularly known as Chicken. Chicken was 34 years old and he used to be employed as a security guard. Chicken was at his home with his two children when three hoodlums, all armed with guns, invaded their home. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire hitting Chicken all over his body, killing him on the spot. One of the bullets hit Chicken's 13-year-old daughter on one of her legs. The three hoodlums, they then made good their escape. The daughter, she was rushed to hospital where she was treated and admitted. When the police processed that crime scene, 13 9mm Spen shells were recovered from the scene. Well, the police, they have now charged the three hoodlums who they say are responsible for this killing. These three hoodlums, they are also facing many more charges. You remember the interview I did with this female? Listen to this.
Okay. Based on everything, 12 and Baba Rose and living out in older baby no longer. Them I don't know which part them really reside right at this present moment, but they move from there.
Yes.
Completely. So the fact of the matter, what I'm saying to show you now, there is a thing going on. From them come out of jail, this man down there they get shoot up some dead about 2 months before we then call him chicken. I guess a year about that also.
Mm-hmm.
That was 12 and Amster and Gatti, the whole of them were friends. The whole of them had one thing. They were one, everybody was the same. He thought I one for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So they must say, I 12 them this, wishing that the man them never even was in the place either. So that is what everything is been coming after from the guy get shoot up everything.
When that guy get shoot up?
I think it's
what them call him?
They call him Chicken.
Oh, Chicken. Oh, when Chicken get shot about November and get shot up?
About October.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yes.
So that from this everything.
So Chicken and who are friend? Why Chicken and who are friend now? Chicken and Amster friend?
Yes, and Gatti.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So after that now, everything does get split up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody split up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Gatti now.
So hold on. So hold on. They must say who they must say shoot kill Chicken.
They must say a 12 and Baba Roots.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So they get the police then ask them return then see if they lie, then go in and then checks were made and then release them because they not have nothing for the guys. Because the guys wasn't even in the area.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, imagine that no wasn't suitable. So everything, as I said before, everything that happened long there, yes, I 12 them do. Everything. Mm-hmm. So happened down in all over be most of them don't let them bias in a way. But if you look up on the genuine ones, them they will tell you what it is all about.
Well, 12 and Baba Roots, they are now charged in connection with this murder. If you look on your screen, there goes 12. His correct name is Sheldon Brown. He is 28 years old and he's from Portland Cottage in Clarendon. If you look on your screen now, there is Baba Roots. His correct name is Gregory Henry. He is also known as Jerry. Baba Roots is 20 years old and he's from Terminal Road in the Old Abbey area of St. Catherine. The third hoodlum that was charged is Jamor Campbell. He's popularly known as Shamar or Platypus. He is 21 years old and he's from East Bay Drive in Old Harbour. They were charged for murder, possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and being a part of, participating in or facilitating serious offense by a criminal organization. We are told that more charges are pending against these three hoodlums. The mayhem. In this next report, if you look on your screen, those are photos of the same guy. His name is Christopher Birch, but he's popularly known as Patu or Pa. He is 26 years old and he's living at Wallen Avenue in the Old Britain area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. We are told that Pa, he grew up in a nice home with a nice family. His parents and siblings are hard-working people, but at an early age, Pa, he decided to go rogue. He got involved in the chopping the line game, and he surrounded himself with hoodlums. We are told that years ago, Pa, he left Portmore and he was living in Montego Bay. Whilst he was in Montego Bay, he continued with his hoodlum ways. He was making lots of money from scamming, but as the saying goes, there is no honest thief. We are told that Pa, he put out a hit on one of his so-called friends after the bingo, and Pa, he wanted to keep all of the money for himself. I am not sure whether or not that hit was carried out, but Pa, he was attacked and shot up by hoodlums. The hoodlums who shot him up, they left him after they thought he was dead. We are told that a policeman saw Pa and rushed with him to the Cornwall Regional Hospital. The doctors saved his life. Pa, he returned to Portmore where he continued with his foolishness. We are told that Pa and a so-called good friend who he was chopping the line with. His name is Orville Reid, but he was popularly known as Bruser. Bruser was 21 years old and he lived about 6 houses from where Pa lived on Wallen Avenue in Old Brayton. Like I said, Pa and Bruser were very good friends until them bingo. They chopped 100,000 United States dollars. And when I say chopped instead of scam, I am not trying to be disrespectful. They scammed 100,000 United States dollars. It is said that that money reached Jamaica and Pa, he collected it. From then, the friendship got sour. Money now share up like how it was supposed to share. It is said that last week, Sunday night, May 26, Pa, he was spotted and he was rushed by some guys who felt cheated by him. Early the next morning, about minutes to 5 o'clock, Bruser and a 17-year-old guy known as Shappy, they had just returned from a party and they were sitting inside their yard when they were approached by 4 hoodlums who were armed with guns. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire at them. They managed to run off in separate directions and the hoodlums made good their escape. In the report I carried on Tuesday, I had reported that it was Shappy who was shot. That was an error. My humblest apologies. It was actually Bruser who was shot. He received a gunshot wound to the right thigh. Residents rushed with him to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. We are told that later in the day on Monday, Pa, he was held by the police. He had left Portmore and he was heading out of town. Pa's parents' house was later burnt down by the hoodlums and we are told that members of his family are being targeted by Bruser's friends. This is really sad because, trust me, members of Pa's family no have nothing to do with Pa's criminal activities. Pa, he has now been charged by the police in relation to the death of Bruser. He has been charged for 1, murder, 2, shooting with intent, 3, being a part of, participating in or facilitating serious offense by a criminal organization, 4, making use of a firearm to commit a felony, 5, possession of prohibited weapon, and 6, unauthorized possession of ammunition. So, based on the charges, the allegations are that Pa, he was one of the 4 hoodlums who shot and killed Bruser. So, he'll be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, If you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, this one took place last night, Saturday, June 1, about 11:30. It took place at Moko in the Springmount police area in the parish of St. James. We are told that late last night, gunshots were heard being fired in the area. I am not sure whether or not the police were called, but early this morning, about minutes after 6 o'clock, a man, his name is Mr. Neville Holness, but he was popularly known as Bigga. Bigga, he was born on October 17, 1952, 71 years old, and he was a farmer. When residents went and made checks, the lifeless body of Bigga was seen lying face down on the veranda of his house in a pool of blood. As a result, the police were called. When they inspected Bigga, he had received gunshot wounds to his upper body. He appeared to have died from last night when he was shot. So the question is, who killed 71-year-old Bigga and why? The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, what a shame. But me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a play blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell